Call ceiling experts today. Quality materials, free estimates, affordable prices, professional installation, reliable and efficient service with over 20 years experience. We can build any design given to us. Quality over quantity. Lowest prices in Trinidad, so book us today.
Okay, my friends, a pleasant, good Saturday afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome to our program, Hardfacts, that is aired Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays on this frequency, on this television network, Sentinel Media Broadcasting. I am your host, Imam Rashid Karim, and my co-host, Mr. Premchand Baldeo. We are here consecutively, my friends, identifying some of the challenges, some of the hiccups, some of the problems that you are plagued with on a daily basis. And today, my friends, again, just like no other day, in Trinidad and Tobago, the hassle, the bustle, everything is taking place at this present time. And we are here today to inform many of you who are home. We would like to give you information that is relevant for this Yuletide and this festive seasons, so that you and your families can be protected, because again, we have been lamenting, we have been asking, we have been begging, we have been crying out to the Commissioner of Police or the relevant agencies to do something, do a handbill, send out some information telling these loyal, hard-working citizens of this country, Trinidad and Tobago, what can we do to protect ourselves, our families, when there is a home invasion or anything of that nature, when people would enter your premises without permission and they would try to be menace, they would try to bring harm to you and your family. What amount of force can we use, as I said before, to protect ourselves and our families? So today, my friends, we're going to really and truly dive into crime, because no amount of information that we are sharing here is sufficient. So again, I want to welcome you. Those of you who are locked on, I would like to welcome you to our program, Hardfacts. It is one of the faster growing live programs, because I've been doing my internal survey, the station have been doing their survey, and we have found out, my friends, that our relevancy in the normal media network in Trinidad and Tobago is something that is really relevant, and people can really and truly identify with us. So the number to call us today in studio is 740-3347. Call us and tell us what is taking place in your neck of the woods. Prem?
Thank you very much, Imam. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, and a pleasant Saturday good afternoon to each and everyone viewing us on Sentinel Media Live Broadcasting. Imam, you omitted to say Fire Stick, TikTok, YouTube, and
Facebook.
And Facebook. So we are live in these different media platforms, and we are here to bring you current affairs facing Trinidad and Tobago and the region. Now, Imam, in subsequent past programs, all right, we identified a lot of ills in this society where scams are concerned, right? So I will just reiterate them faster. We're not going into any detail into them, because we have already done that, right?
Just a reminder.
Just a reminder, right? We had the egg scam.
Yeah.
That is when they would throw an egg on your windscreen. You're not knowing the ramification that you put on your wiper blade, and it spreads the egg on the whole windscreen. It becomes hard. Your visibility is now gone. You will pull to the side, and that is where they will rob you. Okay? Then you had the gas scam. All right? Your company give the driver $300 to go on full gas. He has his partner behind him. He pays for $300 in gas, fulls 150 in his car, drives off, and the other driver come behind him, his partner, and full the rest.
Yeah.
Okay? Then we had the help me out here.
Then we had the hurriedly scam.
Oh yeah, fast change.
Fast change.
Yeah.
And then we had, they have made something like this now. They have put a piece of wood, and they have nails on it.
Yes.
And they would be putting it in relevant areas that when you drive over it, you're going to lose maybe control, number one. When that tire, the air goes down, and you're going to pull to the side trying to see what happened to your vehicle. Maybe you would think it is a puncture, but really and truly it is something that has been fabricated for you to pull on the side. And let me tell you something, they are waiting, my friends, they are waiting until you completely finish shopping at PriceMart and all those big supermarkets, so that they will get a full load to carry to their loved ones at their house, while you, my friends, would be in a predicament, whether to go home or to go to a rum shop and sit down and drink, because maybe the family will be waiting there and you cannot face them. So a lot of challenges.
Grocery and cargo on
Yes.
it. Right.
So we don't know what is taking place, but we're going to help you.
Yeah.
We're going to help you tunnel through the daily events that is going to take place from Saturday. That is from today until next week Saturday.
Then we had the number plate scam,
Yeah.
where you would park in a parking area in a mall or whatever. They will come, these bandits will remove the back number plate. Usually people don't look at the back number plate, Imam.
Yeah.
And when you drive off, they are looking at you, they are following you, and they will wave the number plate. Hey, look at the number plate, fall off. You pull, not knowing the tricks of the trade,
Yeah.
you pull to the side, and that is where they would rob you, your vehicle, and your valuables and whatnot. Now, Imam, there are two more scams
Yeah.
that has shown its ugly head in Trinidad. Director, can you come up with the clip for the key holder scam? All right. Yeah. Is there any audio in that video? Okay. This key holder is given for free at petrol stations, which is gas stations, and shopping malls by people pretending to be doing promotions. Do not take it. It's a device to track you and follow you to rob you at your place of residence.
Yeah.
So that key holder you see in there is a tracking device in that. When it will indicate to them where you are going, and they will follow you and they will rob you at your home or somewhere in some lonely spot.
Yeah.
So that's a new one. Then there is something called a car rental scam. You have that clip there, Director? All right, look at this. A woman paid
She paid down
$5,500 for a car that turned out to be a rental. So this gentleman advertised his car for sale. All right?
Yeah.
$22,000 or whatever the case is. The down payment was $5,500. She paid it, and she went to collect the car to pay out the rest of money and collect the vehicle. Lo and behold, brought the vehicle home. Maybe a day or two passed. The car rental owners looking for the vehicle. They got the police come and seize the vehicle. Do not be that gullible and culpable and stupid, so to speak.
Yeah.
All right. So two more scams has come up in Trinidad and Tobago.
A very important one also, Prem, is
Yeah.
the one that we identified last week. Now, at this present time, there's a lot of flea markets. There's a lot of programs that is going on and on and on. I'll tell you something. Those of you who are vehicle holders, and maybe you are people who park in a car park, right? They're going to make some sort of arrangement to find where your boot is, where your boot or your stall
yes,
is.
I forgot that, yes,
And
yeah.
they're going to come to you and say, look, so-and-so is the case, you are blocking us, and they will try to retaliate in a kind of harsh way, thinking that it is really and truly serious. They will tell you that, we have been waiting there 45 minutes, why it is all can't park all the vehicle properly, and all these things. And knowing for a fact that you park your vehicle properly here, and they are the ones who park bad, they are going to come to your stall, pick you up, and you're going to go there to remove that vehicle, or you're going to give somebody, knowing for a fact that your vehicle is a panel van, and your vehicle is loaded.
Yeah.
Right? Your vehicle is loaded with items, and that is where they're going to hijack you. They are going to hijack you. Last week, my friends, again, in Trinidad and Tobago, we saw a van that was carrying milk was hijacked and taken to an area there, and all those residents in that area, they participated in sharing the booty or the loot, right? So we're going to tell you all something here today. I want to say this, and one gentleman from Bamboo there, he was trying to, really and truly do something that could be as a crime preventative measure, right? Maybe they have taken the wrong stand in the sense that they didn't get they did not get the full legal ramification in constructing that guard boot. But I'll tell you something, that guard boot issue that the gentleman started there, it is going to be a guard boot that is going to be erected basically around Trinidad and Tobago, especially in a residential area. Maybe it is not going to be on the main road or the side of the government road, but people are already planning, for example, in our area, in the area of Charlieville, Felicity, and all these areas, they are already planning to ask a private person who have a piece of land relevant to the roadside where they can set up maybe a booth where people can look at the traffic that is coming in and going out, right? Now this gentleman here, they tried, we Bamboo residents, and they tried very, very hard. But again, I tell you something, two things we cannot really and truly fight in this country, Trinidad and Tobago. You cannot fight the police, and you cannot fight the media. Always remember that. If you are picking a fight, do not pick a fight with the media and you know what? And the police. That's number one. Number two. And the last one I want to tell you all now is that you as an individual, now I tell you something, the morning that they demolish that bamboo booth there, you would find that there were not many people turning out because a lot of people would think that they will be arrested and so forth. Now again, that booth, security booting could have been a preventative measure that the police could have liaised with when they was constructing that at that point in time, before the initial term, the finishing part of the boot was done. They could have stepped in. But you know something there, we look at the forces coming together and waiting now, erect the boot, and we will show them who is man. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
That was the whole idea of it, to really and truly show them in this country who is man, who is boy and who is man. And that is what I saw. They could have come in there because that was hard-earned cash that was contributed by
the residents, yes.
Men who are working hard in that country, the doubles men, the auto
dealers,
the
yes.
auto dealers, and other private entities. They put in money, the farmers and all these people invested into that, and here it is, that was destroyed. But it could have been done initially, where they could have come in there and produced their document and cease and stop that project from continuing. But they waited now.
And save the losses.
Yeah, they waited on till the gentleman done building the guard boot, and then they come to show, hey, we is man, you is boy. Basically that.
True.
And that is what I am angry for. I am totally angry. Now, the law is the law. We're not going to break no law. If the law states that you can't do this and they're showing you the reason why, you have to refrain from that, right? My point is that we are all living in Trinidad and Tobago, and we are trying to protect ourselves and our families. That is why every week in our program, Prem and I, we have been asking the Commissioner of Police do something like a handbill or produce some documentation, especially around this time, really and truly identifying what people should be aware of, because this is a festive season. There's a lot of people who is going to different Christmas events and so forth, and then there's a lot of people who is traversing the different pathways, because you and I know for a fact that the government cannot control traffic in this country. Just as how they cannot control crime in this country, they cannot control traffic in this country. Because once they put up police, it is more traffic. Once they put up traffic light, it's more traffic. So somehow or the other, the management of traffic has to take the initial responsibility to identify and let people know what is taking place and give bulletins. Because I tell you something, if people know, right, around, then we just take Central, around the Endeavour flyover there, and around the mall and around that area there, it is packed and people can see that via their phones. You tell me they're going to go there? No, they're going to refrain from going there.
You're correct,
So
Imam.
we
Yes,
need to identify.
yes.
The point I'm making here is that the government has to invest. You want people to really and truly benefit from your governance, you have to work with the people. Just as that guard boot could have been, that whole scenario
Could have been avoided.
Yes, could have been prevented. But the point is that people want to know who is man and who is boy in
And
this
I will
country.
show you who is man.
And I will show you
Yes,
who is
correct,
man.
yes.
You go ahead and build it. You talk about that. You do what you want, and then we're going to enforce the law. Because I tell you something, there were about 25 police vehicles there and so much. You look at it. Let me tell you something. Trinidad and Tobago, you all have to be intelligent. The gentleman built that guard boot with the help of the community, and the cost would have been around I would say $30,000.
$30,000, yes.
Right? When you look at the mechanism that went in place to break that would have cost, if you have, let me just tell you something. You have 30 officers. 30 officers, and you look at the hours. We're looking at about man hours, maybe about 6 hours. By 30 officers, multiply by maybe $40 per hour, and look at the amount of monies that was spent there. Then you have to check at gas. You have to look at the wear and tear of vehicles and all these things. You have to look at the cost of backhoe. You have to look at the cost of drivers. You have to look at the cost of the traffic backup on that road.
Yes.
That hours in the morning when people have to go to mosque and all these things. Now I am telling you this: when you wager the two costs, the cost of the boot would have been around 35,000 or 30,000, and the demolition would have cost about 50 or 60,000 here about. Or hey, you understand me?
Yeah.
I'm a forensic auditor.
So it is a loss.
It is a
loss
loss from the government.
for both sides.
Whereas, yeah, both
Yes,
sides.
both
but,
sides.
but mostly the government,
Well,
because
yeah.
I tell you something, the people of Bamboo have become more disenchanted at this point in time, right? At no point in time, maybe if the United National Congress or the opposition were doing things that were chasing them away, in other words, they're not going to go to the laps of the PNM or the arms of the PNM. They're going to stay away because basically nobody's representing them. When we look at the initial thing, now the opposition, that is in the opposition constituency, why was it not more vigorous? Why was it not more loud when it comes to the opposition? Because that area was an important integral part, right, for Mr. Saddam Hussein. And the other MP for the area, I think, was the St. Augustine area. So they could have been more proactive when it comes to that. But again, everybody's scared. Everybody's staying away.
But Imam, you know something? That area, that Bamboo area, is the capital of the used car industry spare parts in this country, you know. People from all over the country go there. People from all over the Caribbean come there.
Exactly.
To buy their parts.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
And this sort of
That
disrespect.
that is an international playing field when it comes to the
correct.
automotive industry.
Industry, yeah.
Now it is the government, what the residents should have done now, the residents should have done this, call on the government of Trinidad and Tobago to set up a police post there. They could have done that. They
Yes.
could have been more diplomatic. If I was there, I would have invested my time and energy and asked the government of Trinidad and Tobago, knowing for a fact that many of those businessmen, they have invested heavily in this country. Right? They have invested heavily in this country. Most of them they should have called, all right, you don't want me to build a police post here? And look at the crime stats. Look at the crime stats that took place in Bamboo during this period of time. And they would have realized by now that it had been escalating. The Imam of the Bamboo Mosque was raided and robbed, and really and truly many things happened. When you look at the other business community, members of the community, they were really and truly defiled. That would have needed, that would have needed, especially in that area where a lot of finance.
The intervention of the government.
Yes, and they could have set up, they could have come to the resident, okay, residents of Bamboo, we're going to do something for you. This guy is doing a good job. He's trying to, protect and serve the community where the police was supposed to be doing that. And now we are going to do something for you. We're going to make sure, we're going to ensure they had, they had police posts that they normally pull on behind a truck, and they would install that for a period of time.
Mobile policing.
They could have done that. They could have put a mobile police post at that area. Now, when people see a police man with uniform and man with guns, you think they're going to come in Bamboo to rob anybody?
Immediately, it instills a high level of discipline in people.
When you put a police post, right, and when you put an ordinary civilian there, or you put a company there, and I think they was going to put a company with professional officers there, people are not going to adhere. They're not going to
Little or no respect would be shown to them.
So maybe they could have.
Yeah, but Imam, that area has been represented by a member of parliament.
And that's the problem.
Where's the voice of the MP?
Yeah,
just like in the Bridal Bridge area.
Say we come back to that. We come back. While you gentlemen, Trinidad and Tobago, while you MPs, members of parliament, would be enjoying lavishly with the healthy meals that is provided via different agencies to you, the people of Bridal Road, they have lost, you know what? They have lost their investment, number one. They have lost their capital investment, number one, because they showed us that many of the goods became expired, and many of those items, especially the vegetables,
perishable,
and those perishable things, aloo and
have
put
to
it,
be dumped.
whatever
Yes.
they dump it, right? And while you would be enjoying, and you'll see them, they see them in a nice dress and their beautiful shoes, and they will be taking out their nice pictures in the different venues. These people, my friends, these people in Bridal Road, they would be suffering. They'd be wondering. They wouldn't be wondering around the season alone, but they would be wondering, I wonder how I would buy books for my children in January.
But Imam, right now, those people in Bridal Road, we're not speaking only of the business owners, the ordinary citizens and residents, that are affected by that bridge. They are calling for food cards. They are looking out for food cards for this season.
And who giving them food cards?
Where is the MP for that area or neighboring MPs to assist?
And I just want to mention this. This has no political affiliation.
We went there.
Right? This have no political affiliations. What these people deserve, they deserve something so that they can be really and truly blessed during this festive
Yes,
season
yes.
of the Christmas, Yuletide, and what have you. Now, my friends, those of you who are locked on, you see that number there, 740-3347? That is your tool. Call us and tell us what we are saying here is not the truth. Right? They waited. The government of Trinidad and Tobago, that cost to demolish that guard booth cost beyond 30,000. It cost to demolish that guard booth went beyond 30,000, because when you look at the amount of officers and the amount of protocol that was observed,
Equipment.
and the amount of equipments and trucks and everything that came there, my friends, you calculate that and tell me if the government could have not prevented that and went there, initiate discussion with the people and say, hey, you all want a police post? Here what we're going to do for you all. We're going to bring a mobile police booth there, and we're going to work with you as the citizens of this country. Forget UNC. Forget PNM. That is only barricade. That is dividing the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Forget UNC and forget PNM. They are the divisor to this country. That is the reason why today we are reeling from crime. People are saying the African people creating this anomaly when it comes to crime. I beg to differ. I want to tell you all something. The government of the day is the ones who creating crime in this country, Trinidad and Tobago. Why? Because they're not communicating. When was the last time? I invited the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, have Dr. Keith Rowley anytime, at any occasion, come to Felicity, come to Central Trinidad, Felicity especially, where there's approximately 15,000 people who are voters in the country. Have they ever mediated and come to the countryside and ask, hey, what is going on with you all? And when we look at the MPs, when we look at people in parliament, they are muzzled. They cannot go in parliament and speak because they have guidelines. We debating this today. We debating that today. We debating that. I want to say, to hell was those debate. Those debate is irrelevant because nothing is going to pass in parliament when you know for a fact that they have the majority. So my friends, those of you who are locked on, we are going to take a break, and when we come back, call us. Call us on this program, 740-3347. We are not here to bash people. We are here to be legitimately correct in the sense that we are identifying, we are doing a forensic. You break that booth, yes, the booth cost 30,000, and to demolish it, what was the cost to demolish that booth? When you as a government, as a relevant agency, could have communicated to the people, hey, hold your hand, don't build that as yet. We are going to provide for you a mobile patrol, a mobile booth, that is going to be erected there for a period of time until you feel safe. And that is going to be a never-ending thing when it comes to Trinidad and Tobago.
And you know what, Imam? The booth has been demolished. Did they put any alternative measures there?
Nothing.
See what I mean? So the people are back to square one.
Again, the people have to fend for themselves. And the thing about it, you all are not coming out and telling the people in Bamboo. You are not telling the people in Felicity. You are not telling people in the enterprise area. You are not telling people in the country. What can we do to protect ourselves and our family when 2 o'clock in the morning, somebody enter your home, put a gun by your head? Put a gun by your head?
As the opposition leader said.
Yes.
Yes.
That is all we are asking, because let me tell you something. People who are firearm, you are in big problem. You use your firearm, they're going to do forensic audit.
You are on a murder charge.
Excessive force. You're not supposed to do that. Hey, people of Trinidad and Tobago, 740-3347. That is the number to call us. We are here with relevant information, hard facts, to make sure, to ensure that you, the country of Trinidad and Tobago, are safe when it comes to the criminal elements that is taking a toll when it comes to your peace of mind. Let's take a break.
So welcome back, friends, to our program Hardfacts, viewed on Sentinel Media Live Broadcasting. We are here on air Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays from approximately 1 p.m. to bring to you current events, to bring to you what our citizens are going through. And Imam, I would just like, as we begin the second segment, I would just like to say, hats off to the president of Guyana, Dr. Irfan. They have had a successful peace talks in St. Vincent with the president of Venezuela, Mr. Maduro, and a sense of calm now, is being within both countries. Okay, so my friends, information reaching the desk of Sentinel Media Broadcasting is that a lot of people in Trinidad and Tobago are having some problems in the use of their ATM cards. Right, the cards are valid, the cards have been renewed, and when they placing their cards into the slot in the ATM machine to access their funds, the machine is capturing the card. Right? It takes 2 weeks to retrieve back your card from the bank, and that is causing a lot of hardships and a lot of inconvenience to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I am not at liberty to say which bank it is, all right? But if you are experiencing this sort of problem, you need to go to your bank and have this clarified and rectified, all right?
Okay. So Prem, while we are the banking issues, right?
Yeah.
Now, and you
have 80,000.
Yeah, you know for a fact that I defended banks in Trinidad and Tobago. When you were saying this thing, we defended. I initially started to say we can't blame the tellers, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Right? We had to really and truly do proper thorough investigation, and then you would exactly know what really and truly is transpiring in this country. But when we look, my friend Trinidad and Tobago, when we look at what is taking place,
there's a video. No?
Yes, we're going to pull that video. But when we look at really and truly what is taking place, last week, right, a businessman from the Felicity area, as you all look, for when you look at DJ Sheriff posts on the social media, and I want to say hats off to DJ Sheriff. He's doing a really good job, and may God bless him and his family during this period, right? That is DJ Sheriff. Again, my friends, this gentleman went to a bank and he withdrew $40,000 and he was robbed.
But Imam, this week on,
and
80,000.
Yes. So
the moment he left the bank on his way to home.
Is a woman.
Yeah.
Right? We have a vid?
There is, director, you have that video? Of the 80,000? Okay, we will find it. Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
So what we are saying, my friends, we defended the bank tellers and we defended
the banking
institution. But hey, something is not right. Something is not adding up. Why it is? Why it is that as people withdraw monies from the bank, it goes to the underworld. Information goes to the underworld, and they know exactly where and when to find you and how to find you.
Which vehicle, who is the person, where you're going, everything.
Something is not adding up. So what we are doing, we are asking the Ministry of National Security and those persons, the relevant agency, because I tell you something, when you deposit monies, right, and your account reached a certain point, they know exactly whether to do a forensic audit on you or not. Here it is, we are saying this, that something is not right because a lot of people are losing. They're going to withdraw their cash, whether it be 20,000, 40,000, 80,000, 100,000. Nobody counts it, right? And you know what? People are being robbed of their hard-earned cash simply because informations are being shed. It is being shed, whether we like it or not. And things has to be done so that people now in this country could feel more safe. People would not be entering into transactions like that in the future. People are going to run away from that, and the banking system is going to call people, hey, come and take loans.
But Imam, the Commissioner of Police, right, made a plea that if you are going to do that level of transaction to hire private security, you cannot afford to hire armed security. You cannot afford that. Yeah. All right?
And who's going to guard the guard? Because when you call somebody, majority of the time we look at institution, we see the security guard is the person who is the culprit. We see the police officers, they are the culprit. A man get robbed, he come to make a report in the station, and when he come, he see
he robbed in the police station, in police uniform.
Hey, Trinidad and Tobago, you all good enough. And worldwide, the worldwide scenario is this, imagine this, a man is robbed, right? And he goes to the nearest police station
To make a report.
To make a report, and when he goes there, the man who has robbed him is right in the station as an officer. Maybe
Fully dressed in uniform.
Maybe he was the one going to take the report. This is what is happening in China. So those of you who are locked on, call us 740-3347. Give us a
St.
call
Anthony's
and let us know
college
what is
students
going on.
who were suspended over a fight that left one student physically injured have been expelled. The students are also facing possible criminal charges in Connect. In with the incident as a police probe is underway.
Again, we're looking at crime from different levels in this country. We're looking at kindergarten, we're looking at primary, we're looking at secondary, we're looking at tertiary, we're looking at university level crime, because this is the level
On
of
December
crime that is
13th,
taking
Trinidad-
place in this country. On December 13th, Trinidad and Tobago, a national Kim Maraj was extradited to the United States. He will begin serving 12-year sentence for a 1998 gang assault, right, in the state of New York. Right, and that occurred, my dear friends, that happened a while back, right, and he is going to be extradited. I have no problem. You commit a crime, you have to
Go and do your time.
You have to do your time.
Now,
right?
Imam, there's another aspect of crime in Trinidad, especially, the whole country knows that from December to Carnival, brace yourself for crime. All right? Director, there's a video with the GOAT, the crime. If you can pull that video. No. Okay, leave this one. Let us look at this video. Imam, this is a placard that was placed somewhere in America, right? Can you give us a little blow up there? A little font size? Okay, it says, "Attention looters, thieves, vandals, arsonists, and any other miscreants. If you are caught here, you will remain here. The police will not be called. The sheriff will not be called. Your mother will not be called. You will just simply disappear. Have a nice life." They are experiencing the same type of criminal activity that we are experiencing in Trinidad. So they place that
I'll
there.
tell you something. We had to really look at the root of this. Trinidad and Tobago, and that is the reason why, in North Korea,
Kim
Jong-un, whatever is being beamed to his country has to go through stringent checks. When you look at the media contents in Trinidad and Tobago, and I think the IRO did something a while back, a couple of years back, they talk about pornography and this, that, the next, and what have you. But when you look at today's movie, the movies that is being done today, you're going to realize, my friends, that in every new movie, there is G, B, L, Q, T, M, N, O. Everything is there. That's number one.
Starring.
So they want to pacify the country itself and highlight and make sure that everybody is inclusive in that. That's number one. And number two, my friends, when we look at the contents, people are going to try to do this very sad thing. Because just imagine you have a child who is just about 4 or 5 years old, right? And they are seeing those things, same-sex marriages and all these things taking place on that television there. You know what is going to happen? They are going to think that is lawful and
gravitate towards
and
that. They are injecting it into the psyche of this coming generation.
Exactly,
yes.
and that's only a part of it. Now, we're going to go back to the real issue that we are talking about. When you look at the crimes that is taking place, the high-powered crime that is taking place, when you look at the type of rifles, you look at the planning, you look at the strategic planning that is being taking place, they don't go after you with 1 or 2 vehicles. They make sure that number one, they don't have any vehicles. They will have to rob or thief or steal 4 or 5 vehicles to put down that job. Because they don't care when they drive in, if the police run them after. When the police run them,
they could crash that vehicle and run. Well, it's not theirs.
Ansar Mohammed, nice hats guy, thank you.
Hey.
Right, Chuto. Now, Ansar, call the station. Tell us something here, because we want you to call 740-3347. They broke down the guard boot in Bamboo. The cost of that guard boot is around 30,000, as was mentioned in the newspapers. What cost would you think that the government of the day incurred to break that guard boot? How much money did the government spend to break that guard boot? Give us a ballpark figure, because user man doing economics and stuff, tell us what you think. After you're looking at all those police officers and barcodes and trucks and all these things and the hours of timing to go down there, how much hours they spend and so forth, maybe you can give us a call, 740-3347. Now, we are talking about crime here, right? When they look at all those movies that has been beamed on our networks, right? And you see people, how they getting away, how they committing crime, and how they getting away, how they're destroying the bodies. People, you have seen this on many, many networks.
They're educating the criminals
yeah,
here.
they are buying acid, and they are chopping people up in bits and pieces, and they are throwing that acid, and they are putting that in barrels, and they are covering that in people, human beings, and in a couple of hours, 2-3 hours time, that whole,
Disintegrates.
Yes, disintegrate. You don't find any
No evidence, yes.
no evidence, and then they go and maybe throw it in some rivers or throw it in some drain or something like that. So we in Trinidad and Tobago, my friends, we need to have more vociferous voice when it comes to morality, spirituality, when it comes to governance, as a matter of fact.
And more aggressive policing.
Don't only talk about infrastructure and road, because that is something we will never see that happening. That is going to be a never-ending story.
And you know, you observe, Imam, for the last month, so we have not been speaking about that.
No,
That's irrelevant where crime is concerned.
Yeah, we fed up. Even so much, so I'll tell us something. People, listen, Trinidad and Tobago, Imam Rashid Karim and Premchand Baldev is calling you to attention. At this time, we are calling you to attention. Hear what we are saying. I have been speaking to people, and you know what I'm saying? Imam, don't go and talk about no road and nothing again, because we are happy with the road. That is a preventative measure
for bandits.
For bandits. Imagine that, Trinidad and Tobago, people are welcoming bad roads now, because they're saying that the bandits, when they're speeding out, maybe the vehicle will run off the road or something like that. That is what they're thinking about. Imagine that. How low can we, as a citizen of this country, be represented when it comes to governance and when it comes to opposition? Imagine that is the main preventative measures when it comes to crime. Leave the road right there. Imam, don't go and talk nothing about the road. We happy when the road bad. Nobody will come in this road. It's only the residents will come in, and we will go out. We'll take we time and come out. Bandits see that road, they wouldn't want to come. Prim, tell me something.
Well, them mayors and council go like that.
This is what
because they don't can't fix nothing already.
Yeah, this is what is happening in this country. Yeah. So the world, we are calling.
So is that plan B in fighting crime?
That is not plan B. That is
plan A.
That is plan A.
Oh.
The plan B coming up. We go talk about plan B when we come back from our second break.
Yeah.
So those of you who are locked on, feel free. People are saying this, you know. We're not making up this, you know.
Correct.
People are telling me, hey, Imam, don't go and talk nothing about no road and thing, because we happy with the road. Them big hole and thing, the bandits wouldn't come inside here. You understand? That is what they are saying. Yeah. So that is the preventative measures for crime in Trinidad and Tobago. Let it be impassable so the bandits would not come to take our wealth, our families, rape our children, and demolish and demoralize the residents of certain areas in Trinidad.
So then that's a security measure then?
That's a security measure.
Imam, what you're saying, boy?
That is a security measure. That is what people are saying to me. Trinidad and Tobago call me and tell me that's not true. Some of you are thinking the same way. 740-3347.
No, you are one of them calls.
You are happy. Some of you are saying it is happy. A man, come and tell me this. Imam, don't go and talk about no road.
So the bridal bridge will break down.
Leave it right there. Some of them happy because nobody can pass it.
The MP will be happy too.
Yeah, we get peace. That's what they're saying.
Yes.
But again, when we look at the economy of that bridal bridge road, that is one of the
it's a main thoroughfare.
That's the hard passage for all that traffic that reaching Journeyham, Enterprise, Londonville, Lange Park, all those areas that is in the left-hand side of the Uriah Butler Highway. People use Monroe Road and those extension roads to exit that traffic. Let's take a call.
Hi, caller, welcome. Welcome to the program Hardfacts.
Hi, good day. Imam Rashid, Assalamu alaikum. And Prem, very good day to you.
Yeah, welcome, salam.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, this is answer. I get instructions to call it, so I'm calling.
Yes. We wanted to find out about that. What you think would have been the cost to demolish that guard booth? But the brother mentioned that he paid.
Well, you see,
an average, a residential average.
I mean, to be honest with you, sadly to say, under this government, there are a lot of things that this government does, and it is be really, really high cost. If you look at even with the budget, you always see high costs for ladders. You see high costs for so many different things. So they maybe have put a big number behind it. But the money that was spent, they could have also said, you know what, let me find a solution.
Yes.
Let me sort out a solution, because we know that in Bamboo they always have this traffic problem. They always have this thing. They could come fast to come and put up a sign, you know, as Brother Inshan was saying, they could come fast to do this, but so many years they were talking over and over about the traffic issues and nothing wasn't done, but they could come fast to demolish something. And we know all over in Trinidad and Tobago we have illegal structures, just as we have illegal cars in the country. We have so many different things that need to look at, and they're not looking at it. We always seeing that, you know, like this would be, I don't know if this breaking down this infrastructure was just a cover up for something to come again. We don't know.
Okay, so
So, Ansar, in the meantime, as a security measure, what do the people of Bamboo intend to do to implement another security measure in place of the booth that was demolished?
Much. Well, far as I was looking at the comments, somebody did comment and said, pertaining to, you know, they should get cameras from all corners, yet, you know, mostly cameras if they don't want to be able to build an next guard booth, because if they build a next one, they might come down and break it down again. So they were thinking about putting cameras through the main entrances. I don't know if that is something that they decide to do.
No,
But it is a good suggestion. I think it's a good suggestion. But you see, sometimes if we look at how crime is in this country, cameras, I mean, yes, cameras is good as backup, as a footage to show as a proof that so and so happened. But what is coming out of it?
exactly.
What is coming out of it? I can remember I got robbed traveling from town coming to Sawa on the beach. And I told my partner who me and he got robbed, and we got robbed right on the highway on the beach. Where the car pulled up and just, you know, and they robbed us there, and that's it. And I told him, I said, look at what happened to Dana Sitahal.
Yeah.
She was a big judge and all these different things. What come out of that? I mean, after how many years then things come out, but do you think we're going to get back with those phone and with those $300? You know, it's so sad.
Yeah.
It's so sad that with this going on, and so many people have been affected by crime, whether what, in some way, and where is the justice? Right? So this is why Bamboo took the stand to do something for their own, and I applaud them for that.
Yeah.
Answer my last question to you. What involvement, if at all, your MP had with the construction or the demolition of that security booth at the Bamboo?
Well, I am not a resident at the Bamboo. I just talking from what I know.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, from what I know. But what I'm saying is that from what I saw and what I read and whatever the case, you know, I haven't seen from the video when it was live. I think that was, if forgive me if I say wrong, it's Khadija Amin, I believe. I didn't see her in the whole thing, but I don't know if she did give her feedback about it. I'm not too sure.
All right. Thank you, Ansar. Thank you for calling us.
Because,
so
you know,
again,
Imam...
just for Ansar, just for the vocals of Ansar. Yeah. Ansar, I think you could be a good anchor person for Sentinel Media Broadcasting, because we would like to start a news channel. And I tell you something, having heard you in the past, having heard you now live on our program Hardfacts, I just want to mention to you that you can maybe follow up that a little bit, do maybe a course or something on the programming, and you can be a good anchor person, because your voice came through really and truly eloquent and clearly.
Good diction.
I'm sure that many persons who will listen to our program today would have understood clearly what you said when it comes to that. Now again, the idea that the guy brought up, putting into cameras, that is a very, very good idea. But that is something again...
but Imam, cameras is no longer a deterrent, because most of the crimes that are highlighted on TikTok or news media was captured by CCTV footage, and it took place, it happened.
I'll tell you something, that needs some really competent people to do that, and I think the brother from Bamboo there, he's competent. He's able to clean up videos. He's able to set up that, and I'm sure that might be his next.
Yeah, but Imam, whenever something like this happens, right, immediately after it's highlighted, the MP for the area jumps in.
No, well, you see that
right?
the mileage is
negative.
Is not too much for them.
Right?
So really
we are not hearing anything about the MP for the area.
You know,
the Bridal Bridge area, bam, next day.
Yeah.
MP got two TikTok videos in defense.
So the point that we want to make here on our program, Hardfacts, right? It is really and truly integral that we highlight issues that is causing mayhem and causing problems when it comes to the individuals of Trinidad and Tobago live.
Imam, something happened in Palo Seco about 2 days ago. Director, can we have that video with the goat? All sort of robberies taking place. All right? Goat thieves in Palo Seco. Can you give me some fun sizes, blow it up a bit? The suspect in this car, that is that car there, stole 5 goats from a property at number 9 Road, Palo Seco, around 1 a.m. on Friday. Today is Saturday, right? Good. A cash reward is being offered for credible information leading to the recovery of the stolen animals and identification of the vehicle used. So they are stealing goats now. In Charleville earlier this year, we highlighted where a cow was stolen from one of my neighbors.
And also in Pierre where a man lost all his ducks.
All his ducks,
So
yes.
this is, as Prem would have mentioned earlier, my friends, that this is bone season.
Bone season.
This is bone season, so you all have to watch your goats, watch your ducks, watch your home fowls, your chickens.
Correct.
Watch all your animals as a matter of fact. All the lap and goatee and tattoo and manico that you all saving for the Christmas season.
It could go.
You have to be very careful because I tell you something, they could come and fish that out from your tank.
That could run away from the freezer.
Yes, even your freezer. So again, my friends, just during as we're talking about crime, it is a severe situation. Now I want to commend that woman, the woman in Londonville, Palmis, right? She prevented, she prevented an attack that was taking place, and even so much so a kidnapping that was taking place by doing the things that she did. Call out for help and fought back a little bit there. She didn't fought back aggressively, but she did fought back with her voice and draw the attention of the neighbors. But you know, I waited for people from the environment to run outside there, but people are skeptical. I tell you something, I want to make a call here today. Right? The closest assistance to you is your neighbors. Maybe you are not seeing eye to them, right? Maybe you are a little bit envious, or they are a bit envious to you, vice versa.
Or not on speaking terms.
That is normal, right? But when it comes to murder, when it comes to death, when it comes to robbery, you see all your feelings, that ill feelings that you have, put it aside. Put it aside, my friends, because we are our brother's keeper. We have to understand that. And your neighbors, they are the closest to you. If you don't want to talk to them, no problem. Don't speak to them. But when it comes to they need your help and your assistance, render it. And after you have done that, don't wait for no praises, no thanks, no gratitude. Continue your journey again. That is what I'm saying today. Neighbors.
Well said, Imam.
Neighbors.
Well said, yeah.
Neighbors. You all need to come together and set up some sort of protocol whereby, sirens and what have you. Because I tell you something, this is a season that dinero, monies, wealth, properties, that is what they're looking for. Right? I want to bust a mark here, but I don't want to, I'm waiting on some more facts. I want to tell you about some international corn artists, right? But I'm holding back a little bit. I really and truly want to get the information because, sometimes people are very gullible, right? And we take people, we watch their values and their sympathy, and we look at them and we say, okay, we're going to help that person, and we bring them in our homes and we assist them and we say this and that and the next. I want to identify a few cases that transpired within the period of migration from Venezuela to Trinidad. I want to identify a few of those incidents that occurred, but we want to make sure that we do not tarnish the character of individuals who are honest, hardworking citizens of the very South American country. Right? We're not going down the road again. We stop in there. Now, we just said, hats off to the lady from Palmis who deterred criminal elements from taking her child, her vehicle, and even maybe she just came from the supermarket. Because those are the areas when you go places like Price Smart and them big supermarket where your trolley is $5,000-$6,000 in value, people are watching those things.
Even that lady is 10 man in one,
Yes.
With courage, fortitude, bravery.
Yes. And so hats off to her. If again, she don't need no medal for that. What she did, she get her medal, she get her child, she get her family safe. That's it, finish. Right? She was not crying out for no car. She was not crying out for no vehicle. She didn't want vehicle. She's studying her child. And that is where, where the momentum and the adrenaline really and truly reach her brain. And that is a defensive
She had
mechanism.
to spring into action.
She had to spring. Right? So we're going to take a break, my friends. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, those of you who are watching our program, share this video. This is a live video. This is a live feed. And we are talking real talk. We don't want a medal. We don't want a Christmas fruitcake, and we don't want nothing from you all. All we want you all to do is share this video and let John Public know that the hunters are outside. The hunting season is on.
Yes.
The animal hunt. When is our hunting season?
Hunting season for animals
Yeah.
begins in October and ends in the end of February.
Right. October, February is hunting season for
5
animal.
months, yeah.
When is hunting season for human being?
Oh, you never close?
Never close. So tell John Public that, Prem.
Hunting season is open for banditry.
Right. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, my friends, we're going to continue on our program, Hard Facts.
Call Ceiling Experts today. Quality materials, free estimates, affordable prices, professional installation, reliable and efficient service with over 20 years experience. We can build any design given to us. Quality over quantity. Lowest prices in Trinidad, so book us today.
So welcome back friends to our program Hard Facts on Sentinel Media Live Broadcasting. In studio with me is the Chief Executive Officer of this station, the Reverend Imam Rashid Karim. And Imam, you know, a lot of store owners around the country has been calling in our station here, and they are expressing some sad sentiments. Business owners are not seeing any remarkable increase in sales because of two reasons. One, or three reasons: a downturn in the economy. Two, the government workers, staff did not receive any back pay, so no more increase in sales. And due to the banditry and the crime situation in the country, people are not venturing out to shop and to spend leisure time here, there, and everywhere else in this country at this moment in time. What are your comments on that? You being a businessman yourself.
Basically, I'll tell you something. I would like to commend the people who have seen it fit. Let me tell you something. When you look at the festivity, all people could really and truly do it. Don't try to impress others. Right? We trying to impress people too much. Let us try to impress our own selves and our own families, right? A lot of things happen. We try to, mamagaya situation, right? Okay, nothing wrong. It's our festive season. You're trying to bring friends and families over. You want to encourage them and so forth. Nothing is wrong with that. But don't go and hang your hat where you can't reach it. That is the problem I just normally face. You want to change curtain, you want to buy this, you want to buy that, you want to do
Nothing happened to this couch, you know.
You understand? Nothing. You want to buy new TV because people buying TV. we getting carried away, right? They, you know something, I'll tell you something. They tell you come and shop. Don't pay nothing until next year, January, right? Now you have to understand this, where you're going to get monies in January, February, March, you get 3 months time off. Buy it, you can carry it home and so forth and whatever. Hey, what is happening? You have to start thinking beyond the advertisement. They seduce you, they woo you, they make you come in there, you buy what? Majority of these ads, I tell you something, the majority of these ads, really and truly, there's hidden costs, there's hidden things between there. And then again, you know, people, you drop in your items, right?
So he might pay nothing until January.
Yeah.
You're talking about 30 days only?
Yeah, some of them will go extended 3 months because they know they want you to buy for carnival and all kind of thing. But my friend, I'll tell you something. We have to learn to be contented with the little that we have. Again, nothing is wrong if you have ambition and you want to buy something, go ahead and do it. I'm not blaming you.
Imam, I have a question. I have a hard question.
Go ahead.
For our viewing public and Trinidad and Tobago. For how long can you suffice? For how long can you manage without a salary on your savings in this country? 1 month? 2 months? 3 months? When mortgage loan, house loan is pending, car loan is pending, wait, internet bill, water bill, electricity bill, you have to pay the school van, when the fish van passes, the children want one other thing Saturday and Sunday. How long can you survive without a salary on your savings in this country? Don't answer it, you just ponder upon that, and you will know how strong financially you are. You will know how good your government is or your opposition is. You will know your standing and your ratings financially. So as the Imam was saying, don't show off and show it a good couch.
I'll tell you something, you're getting rid of something that is usable, right? You know something, recently for Black Friday sale, right?
Wait, you were laughing just away laughing.
No, coming back to that. you have a TV, right? You have a 32-inch TV.
Color.
You're seeing this TV show, you're seeing Imam and Prem and everything good. Look, you know, you're seeing everything good. But you know, you're being seduced by the Black Friday sale. The ads. You know what you do? You go down there and you pay 5,800 and you get a 60-inch TV. Right? Just a little bigger screen. That's all. And let me tell you something, people in Trinidad and Tobago, when they tell you 60 inches screen,
it's
right?
50,
you really
55.
They look at the horizontal and the vertical,
yes.
it go diagonal, right? It go a different angle then. It is not like a L where they measure it so. They
Length
measure
by
from
breadth, yes.
the right hand point to the left hand bottom,
Yeah.
and that is how they get 60 inches. So you're not getting 60 inches. I learned that. Hear me good, eh? I learned that from my maths teacher in the year 1978. You know what he said? There was a 10% plus 10% plus 10%. You know that, right? You know that, Sale? 10
Yes,
plus 10 plus 10.
yeah.
Listen carefully. Now you have $100, right? 10% plus 10% plus 10%. People are mama guy to say, hey, we're getting 30%, boy. Yeah, we're getting 30%. But let me tell you something. That is not how much you're getting. 10% of 100, right? 10% of 100 is 10. So that means your base figure becomes
$90.
And 10% of 90 is 9. And 10% of 80 is 8.
Yeah.
So when you check it up, 10 and 9 and 8, like 27.
And we bright.
And you feel you're bright.
Yes.
You understand? Many times you see things.
But in both know that.
Yeah, you see things, right? And you say, I'm going to buy that, boy. And you're going to invest your money. And when you do check it up, the people are right, you know. You're wrong because you didn't understand what they're saying. When you check it up, my friends, today in this country, Trinidad and Tobago, we have no options, right? Anything they feed us, because this morning in the masjid for Fajr Salad, there is a few business places in this country that is utilizing majority of the foreign exchange. I don't want to call names because that could be libelous, right? It could be libelous. What we are saying here, there are a few businesses in this country that takes and they utilize the majority of our foreign exchange to import, you know, foreign goods to our country, and nothing they do in their conglomerates, right? When you look at it, they don't sell no sweet potato, they don't sell no dashing bush, they don't sell nothing from the you know the crops,
locally
produced crops. They don't do that, but yet still the government of the day would give them, right, to the tune of millions and millions of US dollars, when citizens of this country cannot, who taken a vacation, they cannot. It's a good thing people from, it's a good thing it had
You know,
winter.
when we went to Panama, I didn't tell you, we looking at your purely bills.
Yeah.
It's 150 years ahead. I shame to tell you.
Oh boy. And here we go, Prem. It's a good thing that they have 4 seasons in America and all these places, England and things. Because a lot of people would come to Trinidad, hibernate a bit, remain here for 2-3 months, and they would come with pounds, they would come with Canadian, and they would come
And
with
shop around,
American
yes.
dollars. So when they come here, they would be able to sell that for $7.50, maybe in some cases $7.25, or whatever they sell it. And that is how Trinidadians really and truly get in a couple of dollars to go to America to live, or to buy something, or to shop, or to remain there for a vacation. That is what they are doing. So we have to understand this. Thank God for these 4 seasons. Thank God for winter in America. Thank God for winter in Europe.
So they come here.
So they come here
Yes,
to migrate.
yeah,
They remain here 3 months. They come in with
Spend their money,
they come
yes.
with some American monies or pounds or Canadian dollars, and that is how some money come in. What does Trinidad and Tobago export was? What do we export? In Trinidad and Tobago at this point in time,
We have a lot of things that we could export, you know.
all we have, let me tell you something,
Yeah.
all we have is water, sunlight, and oxygen. We can't export that. What is it that the government is investing in at this point in time that we can generate some foreign exchange? Let me tell you something. You see, businessmen in this country, Trinidad and Tobago, we have some real intelligent businessmen. You know what they're doing, Prem? They're going up the islands and they're selling some of their goods up the islands only to collect US dollars as payment so that they can buy raw materials to come to Trinidad and reinvest in Trinidad. The government is not doing nothing to help people.
But why should that be so?
Right, the government is not doing, and a few business conglomerates in this country, they are taking the toll when it comes to US, and nobody's saying nothing. This is what I expect opposition. This is what I expect Shadow Minister of
Finance, yeah.
to come out and be telling people, unless they want training from people like Prem and myself.
Tanku.
You understand? They need training from us. We are telling you all, come out and be vociferous. Come out and tell people what they need to know. Right? How you expect to get voted? We're going to remain in opposition. The rate we're going to, PNM doing everything that is bad. UNC trying to do everything that is good. But yet still, my friends, they are going to remain in opposition. Ask the question why. You understand? Ask the question why. You need to mobilize. We are saying this year in, year out, week in, week out, day in, day out. We are saying MPs, mobilize your people. Get at least, you have 25,000 people in your constituency. You cannot mobilize 500. Prim, they cannot mobilize 500 people unless it's a murder or some campaign like that. But MPs supposed to be on the call, like alert. Hey, residents of Felicity, residents of Charlieville, residents of Monroe Road, residents of Debe, residents of Penal, residents of wherever. We need you all to come out. When they hear the MP voice, they will pack their baggage and they will come out once they know that the MP is serving them properly. Huh?
When would we see that?
You tell me.
When would we see that, Imam? That is something that we will never see.
That is the reason why we are calling. We are calling on all the MPs in Trinidad and Tobago, opposition MPs, come out and do your bidding. Stop allowing yourself to be manipulated. How are you going to face God Almighty? When you are bounded, you are gagged, you are wearing dark shades, and your hands are tight strapped, your feet are tight strapped, you do not have a voice, you cannot say anything, you cannot make a statement, you cannot give a press release. When it comes to what? When it comes to your constituency, simply because leaders say so and so, chairman says so and so, the protocol is too heavy. MPs have to be free from encumbrances. Come out and speak with the voice of your constituency. You don't have to oppose the leader. You don't have to oppose the protocol of the party. But let the MPs have some mobility and some freedom. MPs cannot come outside and talk bike.
No.
They cannot come out. They have to make sure that if they make a statement, that have to go through the protocol, the red tape, the blue tape, the caution tape, the danger tape, every tape. So that they have to speak the only time. And when they rebel and say something, you know what? They are blacklisted.
Some
of the MPs, when they start realizing, hey, I am a fool because I am in the tailgate, I am in the back, I am in the tailgate, I can't say anything. Before that, they were vigorous. Before that, they were able to speak eloquently. Once they join that party or when they join the system, they have to take you know, party first, party first, party first. My friends, call me 740-3347. This is your program, Hard Facts, with Premchand Balde
you know something,
and Imam Rashid
You know
Karim.
something, Imam? From what you just say, all the paws on my body raised. The UNC will remain in opposition and me and will be barking here like two fools.
No, I back in for a reason. I know back in for I know back in for no contract. I remember I had a contract, a CPEP contract, and the first man that get cut is Rashid Karim.
All the Karim.
And people saying, you know what? People saying, he make money, he make million, he make million. Let me tell you something. I drag in my bottom. Right? The government owing me still over 6 months stipend, and they cut me and I never get a cent. Right? So people who trying to mama guy and feel, hey, Imam had a contract, he get money. Hey, let me tell you something. We are skating on our dry bum seas right now in this country, Trinidad and Tobago. So again, my friends, those of you who are locked on, this is your program, Hard Facts, that is live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And the consensus of the people who are watching our program, not the whole world, the people who are watching our program said, Imam, Prem, will continue our program, and we're going to do that to appease our listeners and our viewers. Prem?
So, Imam, well, the final, what I have in my still the final, which is number 9, is that constituents throughout Trinidad and Tobago, at this time of the year, the Christmas time, and those who are, you know, at the end of the economical ladder, so to speak, and you are in need of a food card, please go to your MP. Go to your MP with your ID card, make your request.
Prem,
you should be facilitated.
Prem, I'll tell you something.
Right?
I think that might open a honestness.
Not everybody will go, Imam. Those who are vulnerable.
Prem,
all right?
And wait, BMW,
from what you just bark and yell and preach there, if the MPs were out in the area and meeting their people on a weekly or monthly, they would know who are the ones that are deserving of these food cards.
And the thing about it, the government of the day, right? They're supposed to be sharing information. Look, we give your MP, we give them 500, 1,000 food card. Now, that is our next thing again. They will have, you give the MP 1,000 food card, and they have 5,000 people. How MP is going to facilitate those people?
Imam, it has to be done. There must be a strategy, a way to go about it.
I go tell you the strategy. The MPs, before this period come, MPs should already have a list of 5,000 people and submit it to the government of Trinidad and Tobago and let the public know that, here what? I have 5,000 needy people in
my constituency,
and I need to get some help for them, right? And if you cannot help them, you come out and tell me, and I will do a video. As I'm MP, I will do a video and say, look, 25 people out of 5,000 get food card, and the rest didn't get none, right? So don't blame me, don't blame MP. You know who to blame? Blame the government of the day. Because you are hungry, and you are starving, and you are being vandalized, and you are being criminalized. It is not because of me. I am trying as an MP, I am trying to assist my community. That is what the MPs supposed to be doing. When you, the MPs, remain silent, you know what you're doing? You're giving teeth to the PNM. You're giving teeth to the ministers because they feel that everything is going good. You come out and you know this guy, this councillor Bundu, he died now, may God bless him. Bundu used to come out. He was a UNC councillor from Caparo, in Londonville area there. Anything, Bundu was eloquent and he used to come out and talk and talk. That's where I get my training from, men like Bundu. Let me tell you something. MPs are the ones who causing this problem for the communities and the constituencies because they are not vociferous, they are not coming out, and they are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They are not doing it.
Imam, I had to laugh, you know.
Yeah, they're not doing it.
I had to laugh. Oh, God.
And I am going to continue letting them know that they're not doing it. When was the last time Chaguanas East, Chaguanas West? When was the last time Caroni East, Caroni West? It have MPs there? It have MPs? Tell me if it have MPs.
Cuba North, Cuba South.
Where the MPs? Where the MPs? Come out and people are suffering in your constituency. Take a camera and go by those houses that is broken down. Go by those people's houses Christmas morning who doesn't have a meal. Carry a meal for them because there are people, Christmas Day, don't have anything to eat. You eating nice, you studying how to dissect the turkey, how to dissect the lamb, how to dissect the ham, how to eat the jam and this. People are they're not wanting, they have bread and butter and a piece of cheese.
Imam, and they use this election there to vote for you, eh?
And let me tell you something.
Yes?
This program, Hard Facts, is your program. We are not here to criticize nobody. Right?
This is the blatant truth and the blatant fact.
We're not criticizing no MPs, we're not criticizing no individual, no councillors. But let me tell you something, don't mama guide the population, because you all are benefiting the most. You all are benefiting the most. You are getting what? You are getting free cars. You are getting cost of living allowance. You are getting gas. Hey, you name it, the perks and the benefits of our MP is tremendous. Don't say no. Don't tell me no. You all are benefiting. Whether you remain there for another 5 years, you are benefiting. And if you remain there for 2 terms, you are going to get a pension as an MP. You're going to get a pension till you die.
Lifelong.
Lifelong pension. Don't pretend with us. We know exactly what you all are doing. You all are playing for time. We want to be in government. We want to come back in government and represent the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Don't blame us. Blame yourself that we are in opposition. Blame yourself that we are in opposition, Prem. They have to understand this is a Christmas season. You pass with a truck, you will hand out some little toys. People don't come out. I will show you they don't come out again. People don't take any mamagism. People want food, they don't want no toys. They want safety, they don't want toys. People want their children, you have a toys, you buy a bicycle for your children, they have to ride it in a bedroom. They cannot come outside. Understand what I'm saying? Look at the logic of it.
Oh,
you buy a remote control car for your son, 1,500.
He had to play inside.
1,800, you think he can't come in the road, he can't go nowhere, you can't carry him in the savannah, because look at what is happening. A mother bring out her child.
Bandit watching you.
Bandits looking to rob them. Tell me what is going on. Hey, people wake up and smell the coffee. In Trinidad and Tobago, the government has to do something better. You want to remain in government? Serve the people. Serve the people, do the right thing. That bamboo issue, that
Godwood business, yes.
That could have been resolved. That could have resolved amicable. But you all wanted to show who is man from boy. And you all wanted to highlight that, to break the back of the guy. You all wanted to destroy the guy. But the guy is going to come back again and he's going to do just as what he was doing.
And not a word from the MP for the area.
Yes.
Not a word.
Yes. Close off the show.
Well, my friends, today our program has been very, very explosive, very, very dynamic. I feel that I was in the Gaza.
Yeah.
All right? So my friends, once again, I would like to say thank you very much. All our YouTubers and our TikTokers and whatnot, and all of those who are listening to our program, thank you very much. It is the festive season, my friends. Be sharing, be caring, be giving, and be also vigilant of your surroundings and where you go and who you are with. So until again, today is Saturday. We will be here again Monday around 1 o'clock. So until we meet again, you have a safe one and good afternoon. Blessed Trinidad and Tobago.